That's my button. Hey guys, this is 89 and we're back with another snarled video. So, if you don't like dolls, really like glass dolls that can easily break, or antique dolls that, if you lay them down, their eyes closed, yeah, those type of dolls, you don't like them, don't watch this video. Okay, sorry. But we're going ahead and get started.
Back to the show.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? Window to the soul.
This story was inspired by a submission from Elaine Buckner. A long time ago, I went to an antique store with my dad. We had just finished lunch nearby and wanted to poke around at the local shops. There were a lot of really interesting items, vintage furniture and old paintings, but I was immediately drawn to the section where all the dolls were. I loved dolls, especially the porcelain ones that closed their eyes when you lay them down to sleep. I picked one up and was admiring her golden hue.
Yes, I said glass, but I meant porcelain, but it's same dish. Shut up. Hold on a minute. Let's go.
Irises when I heard a voice call out to me. It was an old lady sitting behind the counter. I assumed she was the owner. You like dolls, little lady?
First of all, lady, you looks creepy. And why do you have no pupils? And also, I don't know too many dolls that have yellow eyes, unless they're trolls. Or, the dolls that have, they're resemble monsters, like werewolves, vampires, all that type of stuff. I don't know too many dolls with yellow eyes.
Lady? She croaked, her voice coarse and dry. I nodded enthusiastically. Yes, I do. She
Also, that doll looks creepy.
motioned for me to come over to the counter. That's a very special doll, she continued. Her name is Savannah. She was mine when I was a young girl, just like you. The old lady continued.
So why sell it? Yo, Betty, why sell it? If it's yours and it's very special doll, I wouldn't want to sell it. I would keep it as a collection. Why would you sell it?
Continued to ask me questions about my life, my interests, my hobbies, my goals in life. I was used to older people being friendly and inquisitive, so I didn't mind at all. I just love children, the lady said. So full of life, so much potential. Not like me. My sight's not what it used to be. Enjoy every...
Your sight ain't what it used to be because you ain't got no flipping eyes. I mean, well, you got eyes, but they're all white.
Every moment of your youth, dear. My dad joined me at the counter, but when I showed him Savannah, he told me he wasn't going to buy me yet another doll, then headed back outside. Dejected, I placed the doll back on the counter when the old lady handed it back to me and winked. I hadn't really noticed how white her...
I know some older people that are really friendly and that would do stuff like that, but she gives off a creepy factor. That's saying it. She gives off a creep factor. And the fact that that's a special doll to her and that it was hers and you ready to give it away, I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all.
Her eyes were before. I thanked her and left the store. Savannah was my new favorite doll. Even though she was from an antique shop, she was in very good condition. I loved twirling her soft blonde ringlets of hair. Her dress had beautiful embroidered patterns that were extremely fun to run my fingers over. She was the latest addition to my afternoon pretend tea parties, where I'd prop up my dolls in a circle, along with my baby sister, Lexi.
Yo, your baby sister is automatically giving this face like, yo, get her out of here. Get her out of here. I don't like her. And that other doll's creepy next to your baby sister. That's a creepy doll. Your baby sister is like, Get her out of here. I don't, Fuck, no. No, get her.
I was sipping make-believe tea and gabbing about my imaginary travels all over the world. But I noticed that Lexi was upset.
Because she knows something wrong. I'm sensing something wrong. And I ain't even with you. Your sister, I'm about to say your daughter, you too young to have kids. Your sister is telling you something, says she don't like that doll. She don't want that doll nowhere near you, nowhere in this house, nowhere near her. She don't like the doll. Get it together.
She was usually a happy, quiet baby, but she was frowning and whimpering. Doll, she mumbled.
See?
I grabbed one of my older dolls and waved it in front of her, but it didn't seem to cheer her up. I thought maybe Savannah might be able to calm her down, so I grabbed her and brought her close. But that's when Lexi began screaming. I dropped Savannah and
I try to tell you, she don't like the damn doll. She knows something's wrong with it, and it could be them eyes, the sinking. Cause I would sit there, and if I was as small as her, I would feel some type of way too about that damn doll. Just saying, the doll look creepy, and it don't look like it's all the way a doll either.
picked up my baby sister. I bounced her up and down in my arms, trying to calm her down. Once she'd stopped crying, I set her back down on the floor near Savannah, who was laying on her back, eyes closed shut.
Good.
Over the next few
Should've
days,
kept her that way.
Lexi continued to act up like this, but only when Savannah was around. I didn't want to admit it at the time, but Savannah was also starting to make me feel uneasy too. Her eyes, even though they were yellow, felt so real, so lifelike. I just
Maybe because they might be. Did you ever poke the doll in the eye? Did you ever, ever feel the doll's eyes and stuff? Something, kids are intrigued about a lot of stuff.
decided to put Savannah away in my closet. The next day, there was a knock on the door. I was in my room playing with my sister, and I heard my dad answer. Then I heard his voice get louder and more angry. I went over to see what was going on. Right outside the door was the old lady from the antique shop. How did she know where we lived? Why was she here?
I'm already getting this feeling with this doll and them eyes. Y'all never told the lady your address. Y'all never told her where y'all lived at. Y'all never even told her how to get to the house. And you wonder how she knows. She has the eyes for you and watching, girl. Just saying.
Here. My dad turned to me. Did you steal that doll? He said accusingly. She gave it to me, I replied defensively. Don't worry, I'm not here to take her back, the old lady explained. I just wanted to see if you were enjoying her. Are you still playing with her? I was quiet for a few moments. I didn't want to tell her that the doll actually creeped me out now and it was stuffed behind my clothes, so I lied.
Normally kids are truthful, which is funny. So I'm surprised she actually lied. Because, kids was ready to tell you the truth about anything, how you look, about their own parents.
I love it. It isn't polite to lie, the old lady screeched. It caught me and my dad off guard. You better take her out of that closet or I'll make...
How you knew she was in the closet, though? See? I don't like this. I don't like it. Like I don't like her, and I knew I didn't have to trust her.
Make you regret not appreciating your youth. At this point, my dad basically shoved her off our front steps and slammed the door. I had no idea what had just happened. What was so special about that doll? I went back to my room and dug Savannah out of my closet. I looked deep into her yellow eyes, those hyper-realistic eyes. And then it hit me. I felt incredibly nauseous. I had brought Savannah with me everywhere. She'd slept in bed with me. She sat on the sink while I showered. She saw everything. The old lady saw everything. I knew what I had to do. I held Savannah high in the air and smashed her on the ground. Her face shattered all over the floor. Her glass eyes began to roll away, and I rammed my shoe on top of each of them until they were no more than tiny bits. A wave of relief washed over me. I went to go celebrate my small victory.
I don't think it would get up that easily. That old lady looked like she can do some stuff.
With Lexi. I grabbed her under the arms and hoisted her up in the air, swinging her gently and smiling cheerily at her. I didn't put her down until I noticed her yellow-colored eyes.
Yep, see that right there? That right there. She did something. Because your sister's real. That doll wasn't. So something ain't right. Now, what she did to your sister's eyes, I don't know. I don't know if she transferred something to your sister. But either way, you done goofed with that damn doll.
Thank you to all of our patrons.
If y'all like that video, please check out Snarled's video. Check out their channel. They have more stories. Check out their podcast, because this is also to a podcast that they done. They have more stories to that. Check my channel out if you want to see more. Also hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos. And give this video a like. Thank you. Bye.
This sound like what? 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 This is what?